How's it going, everyone? I hope everybody had a great week so far. Before we get into this week's organic talks, I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to Grow Sponsor and Photon Tech. Photon Tech recently released their 2023 catalog, and it's out and available now. Make sure you use code GG510 on any purchasing that you do on Photon Tech lighting. It gives you a decent 10% off, and that includes on all sales that they have. I've been using the X1000 Watt Pro for quite some time now. I've had one harvest under it, and it really banged that harvest out. And right now we got a whole row of stank fruit underneath it. So make sure you stay tuned for the garden updates on that. And without further ado, let's get into these organic talks.
Yeah, I had found out, when I started growing, I thought it was chlorine that I had in my system, right?
Mhm.
I didn't know. Chlorine is, you smell it, it smells like chlorine. Come to find out, it was chloramine, right? So I'm sitting here letting my water sit out for 24 hours, thinking that the chlorine is going to evaporate. It's not chlorine, it's chloramine. And chloramine evaporates in a different way. I don't think it does evaporate, it stays in the water.
Yeah, it doesn't evaporate.
So these drops of balance, right? That shit would help you in an organic system by getting rid of that. So I got to get my hands on some of that. Fucking sponsored by them, and I don't have any.
And just as a reference, I know a lot of people have gone to the website and seen, oh, wow, it's like $80 for this large bottle or $30 for this smaller bottle. And there's a reason it's called drops of balance, is because you use drops of it.
Yeah.
So when you buy an $80 bottle that's this big, that's going to last you a couple years as a small grower. Like that would treat like 500 or 1,000 gallons or something like that. Like it treats a ton of water. So the price is, it's worth the money. It does seem a little expensive at first. I won't lie. It does seem a little expensive at first, but you only use drops of it, and it goes a very long way.
Hell yeah. I gotta get some, bro. I bought an air pump and everything, right? To try to help it evaporate a little bit better. And yeah, it's not bad to sit there and let your water aerate a little bit. And I just I bought it to get rid of the chlorine, and there's no fucking chlorine in there.
Spike, little advice, and you may not need Cal Mag. You might just need magnesium. A lot of soils already contain crazy amounts of calcium, but it usually can't get the calcium because if the calcium to magnesium ratio is too far off, it won't absorb either one. So if you add a little bit of Epsom salt to your next watering, I think you might see a bounded improvement in your issue. It could. As a matter of fact, I use an RO filter water myself, and it filters it all the way down to 0 ppm on anything. Right? There's nothing left in my water, and that it takes the chloramines and chlorine and all that out. But RO systems are kind of expensive and they waste water. You can replace that with just drops of balance. But what I do is I have and I've already had the RO system, so I still RO water, filter my water, but I remineralize it with drops of balance because now there's no minerals in my water.
So let me ask you this though: is the RO system, is that the first thing that your main water hits out of the main when it comes into your house? So like everything on your everything connected to water would be RO water coming out?
You can get those systems. Those are a little more expensive. Those are like about $3 or $4 grand, and you can get a whole house RO system, and it's very, very great. Honestly, it'll protect your showers, your dishwashers, your refrigerators, your washer for your clothes. like it protects a lot of things. You don't get hard water buildup on things. It'll protect your hot water heater. Is really great benefit, and it's really great benefit for plants and drinking water as well. But it is out of the price range of a lot of people. So you can get the under the sink ones for like $200,
Oh,
and it just connects up to the plumbing, and you got an RO water filter. You can get the was it the Stealth Boy from Hydrologic? A little more. I think that's like 300, and that hooks up. That's the one I got. Is the Stealth Boy. But
oh shit. How often do you have to change your filters out?
it comes. All RO water filter systems come with more than one filter. You get the RO membrane, which does the heavy lifting of taking all the chemicals out of the water and all the minerals out. And then you got a sediment filter that looks like any other water filter that you've seen around. It has the perforated water, paper water filter.
Yeah.
It just catches any sand or debris. And then there's an activated carbon filter as well. So the water comes in, it gets filtered out first from the sediment filter. It gets filtered out second from the activated carbon filter to take out any larger smaller particles, that the sediment filter couldn't get. And then for the final and last round, it goes through the RO membrane. And it literally pushes water through a very, very small area to where it sorts out water that has particles in it and water that doesn't have particles in it. And that's why you get wastewater. So if you were to measure the ppm on the wastewater of your RO system, it's going to read 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 parts per million, because it's literally all the minerals that it took out of the water. And it is no longer in your end filtered reservoir. So RO systems are really great. They work really well. They do waste water. And as a natural farmer, you hear wastewater, you're like, no, don't waste water. What are we doing? But unfortunately, we've poisoned the world too much to not have to, like, we have to waste a little bit of water in order to get a truly clean source of water. And unless you live in, Fiji, where you can go to the springs and get super great natural spring water, we're in the position where we got to filter ours.
Oh yeah. I don't know who the fuck was saying it, but somebody was like, in New York, fucking tap comes out at 8.7. I was like, shit, bro, that's like dead body water right there. It's fucking like, I think tap out here comes out like somewhere around 7.8, 7.9, something like that. So, and like, you and me have talked about before, my water that comes out is fucking hard as shit.
A lot of people's water is hard, very hard water.
Like, damn. So having an RO system, that's not bad. That might be a decent investment.
And then on the replacement, you don't have to replace the RO membrane very often. Probably about once a year, maybe once every couple of years, depending on the size of your garden. But every 3 months or so, you need to replace the sediment and activated carbon filter. Just like any other Brita filter or anything like that, every 3 months, you need to switch it out.
Yep. Don't look, if you go to drink your water and it's got a fishy smell to it, it's time to change that filter out. Yeah, fuck, bro. I'm so glad I figured out what that was. We ended up, we got that zero water filter, and it said, it comes with a fucking pH meter. It says once this pH meter hits 0.006, change the fucking water filter. Right. Well, it went a minute since we had, checked it, and I went and smelt it, and I was like, Miss B, does this smell like fish to you? And she smelled it. She goes, "Oh yeah." Come to find out, it was the filter. The filter had gone bad, and it stopped filtering shit out. Smell fishy as shit. Oh.
And then,
But yeah, See, I was wondering about those RO systems, like the house ones,
Yeah, the full
right?
house ones are really great. Depending on the size of your house, you might get it for less than $4,000. But if you have an average size home, 1,200 square feet or so, and you might have a basement and a upper floor, maybe you have a main floor and a second floor or something like that, you probably need like a $4,000 one, because it's all about how many gallons per day do you use. And
Oh, shit.
that's
Yeah.
including toilets, that's including the shower, that's including everybody in the house. So your system will vary depending on your needs, but anywhere from a couple of thousand to 6 or 7,000 it will get you a full-fledged whole house RO water filtering system, and it'll actually also UV sterilize it as well.
Oh,
So
oh no shit.
it is some money, and there is maintenance costs even with the expensive version. Now, granted, the
Oh yeah.
maintenance costs are, once every couple of years, and it'll be like $500 or $600 every couple of years to replace the filters for the whole house.
Ooh,
But
ooh.
is that much more? In this is where a lot of people have a hard time thinking about this. Is that much more than you would pay if you were to buy $20 filters for every sink in your house every 3 months for 2 years?
Yeah.
So you got to
Fucking calculation.
now that adds up quickly. You got 3 sinks in the house, 20, 40, 60 every 3 months, 60 every 3 months. That happens 4 times. You're almost at that $500-$600.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is harder
Because
to
you're
come up with that 500 or 600 in one shot, but you actually save money on filters.
for those under the sink ones, they have it to where you could switch, right? Like you could go from running, regular water out the tap and then have a separate tap for the RO, kind of like on the side,
Yep,
right? They have those, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be wasting much with just the under sink one. Yeah, that might be beneficial. Yeah, like somebody who was saying it, flushing the toilet would be a big fucking waste. Big fucking waste. Taking a shower, I don't know. That might be a waste. I like to take long showers.
Well, and that's the thing. The whole house RO water filters, even though they do still waste water, they have a wastewater stream. It's less than the smaller ones. The larger that you can make the filter, the less waste you're going to get. But because as humans, we always want this big of a thing to filter out 12,000 gallons of water and work forever, it's not realistic. You know what I
Nah.
mean? So, the full-sized RO water system for your house is a full-size system. It is pretty much a 2x4 tent size. Like
Holy
it
shit.
is a water treatment system. It's not just a water filter you just put on your hose. It is a water treatment system. It is the size of a 2x4 tent.
Oh damn. Well, so much for that one. We're gonna skip out on that for now. Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you have a house that has a basement, has a utility room, that's not, you're not going to see it.
Yeah. No.
But if you don't have a house, or you have an older house that didn't have, a utility room, and it's kind of, it's not brought up to more modern standards, under the sink ones work just fine.
Yeah.
You can even buy shower water filters that you screw onto your shower head, and it will remove the chlorine and some of the chloramine and make the water softer. Because believe it or not, when you clean with soft water instead of hard water, you get cleaner. And you'll notice if you do put a filter on your shower head and you start sudsing up in the shower, you'll be like, holy fuck, there's so much more foam coming off this soap. Why is there so much more foam off this soap? It's because you're using soft water and you're actually getting cleaner.
Ouch. Don't talk so loud. Miss B might be watching this, bro. Trying to avoid putting that fucking thing on the shower. Yo, remember I was asking you, she bought the shower head a while back, and it's got these little balls in there, right? They look like little BBs, right? She's like, it'll make the water softer. It feels better, right? It'll come out so much better. You'll
She's not
love it.
lying.
And I'm like, no, dude. You see how little those things are? Like, she goes, if they get bad, we can go ahead and buy some more. And I'm like, no.
She's not lying though. Those little beads are ion exchange resin beads, and it will soften the water. Just because they look like plastic beads and they look like they're going to do nothing, I will guarantee you they will soften the water.
For how long?
About 2 or 3 months, and then you'll have to buy some more of those beads.
Oh, no shit. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Damn it, God. Now I don't want to. Man, we got we got the shower head right now. It matches the whole thing. And this one that she got, it's silver.
It's bigger, and yeah. I get it. I get it.
Ugly.
But if you were to get, and here's the thing, you can get a water softening system for a lot less money than a whole house RO system. But what you want to make sure, because there's still 2 types of water softeners out on the market today, you want to make sure that it is the ion exchange resin beads version. There's another version in which you put in salt, actual salt, into your water softening system. And that will put salt into your water. It will make your water taste different, and it will not be great for your plants. So if you're going to get a water softening system, make sure it uses the ion exchange resin beads and not salt. Now, if you go to your local Home Depot or Lowe's, they will try to sell you the one that uses salt because they make more money off of that one.
Salt sales. But no, I don't know, bro. I think they're like clay beads. I don't know. I gotta look. I don't think they're the fucking ion exchange ones, though, bro. I swear to God, it was like one of those as seen on TV things. She fucking hopped on it.
Just because it's as seen on TV, don't mean it don't work. Those ion exchange resin beads look like little plastic or little clay beads. They look like nothing. You can buy them by the hundreds of pounds online for really cheap. They look like little beads.
Oh shit!
Just like there's biofilters. Anybody that's looked into aquaponics or hydroponics or water systems in general, there's biofilters in which you pretty much rain down the water through a bunch of these plastic looking balls. They're pretty much plastic looking balls that have a bunch of holes in them. But the action of you raining down that water through those plastic balls that have a bunch of holes in them, bio balls, exactly. That action allows for a ton of surface area to come in contact with that water, which allows the biology to filter out that water very, very effectively.
Eyeballs.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it. Well, they look like wiffle balls, like golf, the holy golf balls.
Kind of, but smaller and more engineered for its purpose, but kind of.
No shit. Huh. I've never even heard of that, bro. Eyeballs. Hold on, I gotta look that up.
Oh, absolutely. I've made an air filter with the box fan and a furnace filter.
Oh, oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! I've done that before. Matter of fact, the I I started looking into. I had a heat problem a while back. You know, there was times when I walk into my garage and it'd be like 130 degrees, 120 degrees, something like that. We had one of those flat top roof houses, and in the summertime, the sun would just fucking beam down on it, bro. We would cook all summer long. Fucking our AC would be running so hard that the you know you go fucking touch the plug. This shit's hot. Well, mainly that was because you know the fucking electrician that did the house was a fucking retard. But
Well, that's
uh,
the thing with a lot of the older houses in America. They were built by one person, the owner, and
yep,
they did the wiring. They put up all the studs. They put up all the walls, and it works. But they didn't necessarily follow any code, so it's like, shit. Now you got to
yeah.
go through and
Well,
like get all the
that I
plans and
understand.
shit.
That I understand. But this one, no, this was like added after the fact. Like somehow they had tapped into the main line that was coming in to feed the sub panel, and they were running the AC off of that somehow. They had tapped, bro. It was sketch as fuck. So we ended up stopping and run that. But so like out there in the garage, it was hot. And I would run this fan, but I didn't want the fan to uh be sucking up all this crap that was in the garage.
Hmm.
So I got an air filter and I threw an air filter on the back of it. And then I started looking online. Hey, yeah, if you know, you could put four of these or one, two, three, four, five. If you put five of them together, plus this fan, you have there's a name for it. I don't remember what the name is. But it's basically like a air filter for your house
Like a
or
HEPA
for a
filter.
room. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you get like the filter that's designed for it, or you know, designed to do like heavy duty filtering. Uh, so I started looking into that, and then I found this copper coil air fan. I don't know if you've ever seen those, bro. But
Hmm.
shit, from my box, you know, my box isn't that big. It's 4 by 3, 4 by 4 by 3, right? So it's not that big, and I bought this fan. I hooked a fan to it. I put a fucking copper coil air cooler on there. I fabricated this copper coil air cooler. And then on the intake, I had this array of air filters. And it, for the most part, it did. It filtered out pretty much everything. The problem I had was keeping up with having to change the air filters out.
Hmm.
That could be a bit of a pain in the ass.
It can.
I remember I took this air filter off one time. Bro,
Gotcha.
it
Shit.
was just caked with shit. Caked, like thick. And I'm wondering, like, why is this fan like pulling so hard, but there's no air blowing? Like, well, it's because the fucking filter was all clogged up.
I need to run to the restroom for 2 seconds, so I'll be right back. If you
Hell
want to
yeah,
talk
hell
to
yeah.
the peeps for a second, how much
Shit, I
Epsom
got you,
salt for
bro.
a 2 gallon water? Um, I measure it out in grams. I weigh out my Epsom salt. So I usually use 2 grams for a 5 gallon bucket. But you can do like, I don't know, like I'll go 2 teaspoons. If you do 2 tablespoons, that'd be grams. So I do 2 teaspoons for 2 gallons. I'll be right back.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Shit, what's everybody smoking on out there, man? How's you guys' weekend going? You guys getting any shenanigans this weekend? Bro, my little man is going ham today for some reason. I don't know what his issue is. He's like, Sunday, you want to chill, Dad? I think not. You're at work, bro. Stop cussing. Like, what is that? It's Sunday, bro. Like, what are you doing? Vendo's like, shit, I'm making that paper. Shit. Well, hey, since you're at work, I'm gonna send you some smoke your way. Look, I'm gonna roll up another one real quick. What we got in here? What we got? We got mule fuel. Partying in the rain today. Oh, Dubs, are you at did you go to that what is that? Smoking the what Trey go to? You at Trey's event? Smoking some dark cannoli? Hell yeah. Some dark cannoli. Why you sad? Don't be sad. Hey, there you
Hey,
go.
nice.
Smoking on some gas mac and some slurments. Oh shit. No, I don't think. Hey, Cobb, does Trey have an event today, or is he just going to an event?
Oh, he's just going.
Oh, okay.
Well, so technically
Yeah.
yes, but like he's not hosting.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Hell yeah.
Now,
What you smoking on, God?
I got a bit of the bubble hash I made on this bowl, along with some super lemon mac and junior mints underneath that hash.
Hell yeah. Hey, drop a one in the chat if you saw that video of God make that fucking
Mm-hmm.
that mountain of hash. That was lit, bro. I was looking at that thing and I like legit started. All right, well, look, yo, Gob got that much out of washing it with the washer and shit. Like, that's lit. That's lit. I might have to get me a washing machine. That's dope.
And the washing machine I got online on Amazon, um, I think it was like $90, and you do have to make
Oh,
a slight modification to it. The tube that comes with it to drain it is more of a corrugated tube. And it has like the ribs and the hash that get stuck in the ribs. So you want to take that off. Just take that drain tube completely, throw that drain tube away, and you just go down to Home Depot and buy like a vinyl tube that will fit on there. That is just a smooth tube. You know what I mean?
okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I wondered about that. My kids just got these like corrugated tubes that you can fucking use like accordions and whatnot. So they're sitting there and they keep running up to me like, here, they'll extend it out and then they're like, put it back down. I'll put it back down. But I always wondered, like, yeah, could I just use that? Like, but no, you look at it and yeah, the shit will get stuck in there.
It can, and yeah, it does. Yeah, no, you shouldn't have to, red pill grower. Especially if you're using tap water that might be filtered with like a boogie brew filter or just a standard inline carbon filter. You'll still have plenty of calcium and magnesium in the water, and as well as the calcium and magnesium in the Bill of Soil 3.0. And this is why, like, we'll touch on this real quick. This is why in a living soil system, you don't really want to use RO water. Because just like drinking water as a human, if we were to drink distilled water or RO water all the time, it would actually strip our bodies of minerals and our bones would get weaker, our teeth would get crappier, and it's not great. You need the minerals, yeah. Now, on the flip side, if you have a kidney stone, it might be a good idea to drink RO or distilled water for the next couple of days because that'll help absorb some of the minerals from a kidney stone and help you pee out the kidney stone. But you don't want to drink that all the time. So, spring water is the absolute best water on the planet. There is no substitute. Yeah, use tap water with some drops of balance. Like there are situations in which maybe some living soil growers would want to use an RO system, and that's if you're connected to a city water system that isn't the greatest city water. I do live here in Michigan, and I'm not putting down the current town that I'm in right now, but everybody knows the stuff that went down in Flint.
Yeah.
depending on where you at, you might want to ensure there's not extras in your water while growing your medicine. But if you're in a good area, just tap water and drops of balance just fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, while we were on here, I did kind of want to bring up Twitch is making some different decisions, and we'll see how they play out. But they are kind of limiting content creators a little more over here on how and when they can advertise things and what they can advertise and the content in which you can provide on here. So I did create a Kick account. If you guys want to go over there and follow it, of course, the fucking command's not working right now. But if you want to go over there and follow it, that would be really great. I'll get you guys
Bro,
that link. And
you gotta name it something else.
why?
Cause fucking Twitch is like, oh, you want to send people over to Kick?
No.
Think not.
Twitch has nothing to do with my commands. They can't. I just set it up while I was starting to stream, and it's just not set up correctly.
Oh shit.
Twitch can't stop my commands. I don't go through there.
Twitch is like, oh, I seen Kick. We're gonna limit you.
But yeah, if you guys want to give me a follow over there, that would be much appreciated. A decent backup live platform over there. Everybody knows I got YouTube and I post over there all the time. And Obsidian, if my YouTube goes down, Kick is just my backup to my Twitch. So if you guys head over there and follow that, it'd be much appreciated.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Us cannabis content creators always need a backup for our backup. So
Yep. I guess there's a lot of people who are headed over there. There's a lot of people that like quit Twitch like completely. And there's other people who, like you, me, Trey, we also have our, alternate accounts over there. It's definitely not a bad idea, especially, Trey brought up a good point. There's only one Trey Strong's 420, right? Now, if somebody else was to snatch that up, well, what you gonna do? You gonna name yourself something else now? So it might be a good idea if y'all go over there and just make an account.
Snatch your own name up. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
honestly had a Kick account since its inception. Any new social that comes out, barring a couple of them, I go and I secure my name immediately. One that I did not do that for was Social Club. I can't access your shit from a web browser. I'm not using it. Straight up.
Oh,
End of
good
story.
point.
I'm on the computer nearly 100% of the time. I'm not like most people where they're on the phone like this all the time, watching Twitch, watching YouTube. I'm not out and about enough to be on my phone like that.
Yeah.
I'm on a computer. So if you don't have a way for me to access it on a computer, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a social, what is it called? Social club. I made one, and it's just it's worse than fucking Instagram. The only thing that I ever saw over there was fucking digital trappers, and then fucking the regular bullshit of like people just it was no like real people to me. Right? At least I didn't find any. So I lightweight abandoned that shit. I think he had a good idea with it, but
Oh, it's
the
a
the
great idea, but
execution,
the execution
it's just not
sucked.
there.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Like the only way you could get it was not on any of the app stores, and it was only on iPhone at first or something like that. And like,
Yeah.
I can't access it from a browser. You just limited the fuck out of how people can even get to your service, and then wondered why it's not doing well.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm cool. That might be for like the younger generation, the kids that are going, coming up now. But yeah, I definitely want different options in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I want to be able to access my shit from my computer. And I want to be able to filter out people that could fucking see me. Like if you're a digital trapper, if you got like some bot account or something like that, bro, kick rocks. Like I don't even want you to. I don't want you around my page.
And that's why we always like pushing people to Discord as well, because Discord is run by the creator themselves, and the only way it's getting taken down is if that creator goes to federal prison. So join the Discord if you guys want to stay connected. And there is no real limitations. We can talk about seeds, we can talk about whatever in Discord. So
Yep. Don't click on any links that you're not 100% sure about, yo. There's people that get their accounts taken over every day.
yeah, that is a thing on Discord right now, unfortunately. If you get sent an invitation to a random Discord group and it doesn't look right, don't click it. And that sounds vague, but a lot of times it'd be about some porn group, or hey, you can make $1 million in 2 days with my system kind of shit. Don't click it. Even if you want to just go in there and give them shit and be like, "Ha, you guys are dumb, you're shit," and blah blah blah. Don't click it, because as soon as you click it, yeah, you get.
Yeah, it's bad, bro.
And I highly recommend it. This kind of off topic of growing, but any of your online accounts that are important to you, I highly recommend two-factor authentication. Yes, that is a pain sometimes, but even more than that, there are two-factor authentication hardware keys, and they're called UB keys, and you can buy them. All right, they're like $70. And it stores all of them on one key. You don't need one per account or anything. But it's $70, and it will not let you into any account unless you have that key physically. You have to plug it into your phone or plug it into your computer, and then it will let you into your YouTube. Then it will let you into your Instagram. Then it will let you into your bank account. And there is no, absolutely zero hacker in the world that can defeat a hardware authentication key. The only way they can defeat a hardware authentication key is if they physically robbed you of your hardware authentication key.
Oh shit.
UB key, type it into Amazon. There's lots of videos on how to set them up on YouTube.
Oh shit.
It's it's better than two-factor authentication. You don't need all three. If you do get the hardware key, that's all you need. You don't need to do two-factor and the hardware key.
Gee, that'd be a good way to lock up a fucking Bitcoin account, yo, or like a digital currency account.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this video. This cat, he was like, I don't know, some multi-millionaire and Bitcoin owner or some shit, and these dudes came to rob him. Well, all they had to do was take his phone and put his thumb to the phone, and they had access to everything. That was it. That was all they wanted. Phone and the thumb. They was out. Poor guy was left on the ground like, what the hell just happened? Like, but if you had that key there, shit.
Okay, and Bendo brings up a really great point. Okay, if you're doing two-factor authentication and you don't want to buy a hardware key, do not use SMS two-factor authentication. That's when they text you to your actual phone number and you get those 6 digits. Don't use that one. You want to use like a Google Authenticator, or there's another one called 2FA. It has a red symbol on the Play Store. You want to use either of those two apps because it will send the two-factor authentication. Authy is another good one. It will send the two-factor authentication encrypted to the application itself, and it won't send it to your phone number because people can spoof your phone number and see your texts. So if I were to try to hack you per se, I could get the two-factor to be sent to your phone and see, hey, the code's to blah 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 blah, and just get into your account. So even though SMS is a decent two-factor, if somebody's really trying, if you want to be the safest possible, use an app like Authy, Google Authenticator, or at all, like if you really, really want to be secure, use a hardware key.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. With a spoofer, like if somebody spoofs your number, they'll get your incoming messages and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, oh, bro, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
And you're not
Oh,
wrong, Bendo. Some people do look at me a little crazy sometimes.
shit. You ever seen that movie? What was it the one with Will Smith, Enemy of the State?
Mhm.
When he was looking for that what's his name, Brill? The cat that helped him out of the situation, right? Hey, that dude looked crazy as fuck, but he was the smartest cat, you know, smartest cat ever. He had a whole room that was, dedicated to, staying out of the spotlight, not being seen kind of thing. Like that's how I look at Goblin. Like Goblin's like that dude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate thing nowadays. Yeah, our privacy is for sale. So, if you want to take some form of action against that, you know, doing these privacy measures like having good security in the industry, that'd be good OPSEC. So, if you got good OPSEC, you're gonna have a way better time online and in life because people aren't gonna steal your information.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Information theft. Yo, you could un, un unknowingly give somebody access to your information just by clicking those uh do you agree to these terms of services. Do you ever read those things? A lot of people don't.
I don't,
99% of people don't read those.
because I assume anything and anything that they could do, illegal or legal, they're gonna do against me, and I agree to it. And guess what? None of the companies that I've ever signed up to, except one, know my real identity. None of them. All of them think I'm some older guy that's 110 years old.
Oh shit. For real?
Yeah. Nobody told you had to put your real information into these websites. They wanted
Yeah.
some information.
Hey, that's hella funny, yo. That's hella funny.
Technically, he was.
That's hella funny.
Yo, flop.
Damn, Gob. See, every time I talk to you, man, you always fucking open my mind up to a whole bunch of new shit.
See, Google thinks Drewzilla is Drewzilla. Like,
Shit. Yeah, I got anything that has to do with like growing and whatnot. All my growing accounts are completely different from any of my personal accounts. Like completely different. Like there's a couple websites that think my name is literally it's B. You dig?
just like
I have to,
I've sent people stuff in the mail, right? I didn't use their government name.
nope.
The post office doesn't care whose name's on there. They go, well, it's this address.
Yep. Yep.
That's all I give a fuck about. Did I get it there? I got it there. I don't care who the fuck it's for.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what I always thought was crazy though. This is way off topic. Of fucking growing was the fucking the post office, right? Think about how many letters get mailed every fucking day. Think about how much junk mail gets mailed every day, right? And it's all got to go to a specific address, and it usually, for the most part, takes about 3 days, 2 to 3 days, right? For whatever you mail out to get to where it goes. That's a lot of fucking work if you think about it.
Mhm.
Someone's got to pick this mail up. Someone's got to bring it back. Someone's got to sort through it and figure out what's going to what address. But like, I don't know, bro. That process like boggles my mind. I bet you a sorter. You think they got sorters? Well, yeah, I
100%
know
they
they got
have automated
sorters.
sorters.
But like sorters that like read addresses and shit when it's being sent.
100%. I've helped work on them. 100%.
Oh shit.
They take pictures of every single envelope that passes through the post office, and they use what's called OCR, or optical character recognition, to get the address off of the envelope and put it into the computer, and then it has a bunch of bins that all the hey, shout out for the hydrate, all the letters go to, and it automatically sorts all the mail.
No shit. Bro, that's fucking crazy. Oh shit.
Of course, yeah, there is people involved as well, but most of it's automated. Shout out Lalaby.
Hey.
Make sure you go give her a follow, because on the 17th we're having a huge event. Shout out Lalaby, One Love and Jokers.
Hells yeah. Hells yeah.
It just warms
Hey,
my heart. They come up all on their own. Hey, we want to do this IRL event. Like, shit. All right.
yeah, yeah. Oh shit. I've been told, man. I've been told I gotta head over there and you know I gotta get rid of my white pasty balls.
You need to claim your drops. Are you claiming your drops right now? They're dropping right now, and you can be claiming drops right now.
What?
I think I'm on my last drop.
Oh shit.
They literally scan every piece of mail. And this is
That's
why, like,
crazy though.
if you start your own online business or whatever, and you start shipping things out on your own, when you print out the label, you can print the label out and tape it onto the box, but you cannot put tape anywhere next to the barcode. If you do, they'll just send your package back to you and say you fucked up, because
Oh.
it needs to be able to read the barcode with the automated system. Otherwise, you fucked up and we're charging you money. Because now we got to get a person to read this motherfucking box instead of a computer that costs money.
Damn. Damn.
So, like, if your handwriting is like totally shit,
Yeah. Like you got chicken scratch?
yeah, you'll get charged more for shipping if your handwriting shit. So, like, print out your shipping labels, even if it's just the address, because a computer can read a font real easy. Computer can't read handwriting as great.
No. No. Every time I send out a package, I never know how much to put on, for shipping and whatnot. So I always end up dropping like, if it's a little letter with, a little goodie in there or something like that, I'll end up dropping like 4 or 5 different stamps on there just to make sure it gets to where it's going.
Yeah, the
That's
FedEx
fucking
guys won't
expensive,
even take the box if you don't have it right. Like,
yeah, look at you like, what is this? Nah, I can't take that.
I'll come back tomorrow when you do it right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually like if I'm shipping something out like that, yeah, I'm going into fucking FedEx. But like what's becoming bigger and bigger these days is
Hey, shout out for the
clones.
follow.
Shipping clones.
I've shipped clones before.
For real?
Mhm.
Bro, I haven't heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
that's been
shit.
a big thing for a long time, allegedly.
Oh shit. Damn. Yeah, I've heard of,
Yo, shout out to
flour.
Midwest. Let's go.
I've heard of flour being shipped, but not like clones.
Mhm.
That's gotta be a lightweight of process right there.
Nah, not too bad.
Really?
There's products specifically made for it called clone shippers. Um, or you can literally just pack the clone up in a box and ship it. Like, Just because it doesn't get light for 3 days or so, it's not going to die. But what you're going to have to do is immediately as it gets to your spot, you need to take them out of the box and immediately put them under light and under like 24 hours of light for 3 days.
Oh.
So that it gets the photons that it missed. Hell yeah.
Oh,
48
shit.
seconds. It's going to be 420 somewhere. I can't read all the places.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. Let's go.
There we go. New York, Washington, Detroit, Miami, Boston. Hey. Wet paper towel and a baggie. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You see my bowl catch fire?
Yeah. Goblin over here fucking blowing fireballs, yo.
That's when you know you got hash on it. Or if you got weed that catches fire like that when you're smoking a bowl, you know you got a high trichome count weed.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey. Happy
Cheers.
420, yo.
Cheers, Lila. Indo. Dubs. Doc Holiday.
Hells yeah. Hells yeah.
Yeah, nature always finds a way.
Hey, so like I said, I'm about to move all my shit outside and fucking nuke this whole area. All right, me moving my plants outside right now, especially that earth box. My whole thing is like I don't want to get like some bugs that crawl in there and then I bring something in the house that ain't supposed to be in here kind of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
No. Matter of fact, putting your plants outside and putting the earth box outside for a day or so will probably help the bug issue.
Oh.
The UV from the sun sterilizes a lot of things. It kills a lot of bugs as well. And spider mites have a harder time living in it. So the act of literally just putting your plant out in the sun will probably help. Same with like disinfecting equipment. Like if you clean your equipment and then just go lay it out in the driveway in the sun for it to dry, the heat along with the UV rays, along with you cleaning it, really disinfects it.
Oh shit.
So use the sun at its hottest time. I mean, that's different for everybody. For everybody, different states and whatnot. Like for me, it's a little bit past that time. You know what I mean? I should have put
like 4 o'clock.
I should have put the shit out earlier in the day if I wanted it to be UV sterilized and dry off quick and whatnot. Now it's starting to get a little bit later in the day. The sun's a little bit lower. It's you want to do it a little bit earlier.
Hell yeah. Shit.
But yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much. And then you have a really great environment in the earth box for the soil. So like anything that hops on board is more than likely going to be a beneficial rather than a pest.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass trying to get this big ass thing outside and drag it all the way across the fucking house. I can't take it out the front door.
No,
everybody be like, "Oh, look at the homie over there. He got some weed over there. Hey, what's up, Holmes? Let me get some." I'm like, hey, no, I ain't got nothing for you.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm grateful for. I like everybody around me knows I grow. Everybody. I got like 5 or 6 houses that are directly around me, and everybody knows I grow. And they're not hounding me for free stuff. They're not be like, "Hey, let me get this. Let me." But at the same time, I know if somebody was, and I wasn't here, and somebody's trying to break in, all these people around here are either going to call the cops or go do something about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I got fucking, my cousin lives right next door, right? She's on the other side of this duplex, right? And then this old dude right next door, I lightweight started making friends with him again. Lightweight. So, but those are the only two that know that I grow weed around here. Everybody else, no, they can fuck off, bro. They're trying to get robbed.
Is there such a thing as liquid mycelium? Yes. There's two things in the mycology world that you consider as a liquid. There's a liquid spore syringe in which there's spores suspended in water and they're not alive yet. And that's a spore syringe. And then there's a liquid culture in which people make, in which you take those spores and you put it in a liquid that has food in it so that those spores will actually germinate and take off. And then once they do germinate and take off and you have some liquid mycelium, you can suck that up into a syringe and now you have a liquid mycelium syringe instead of a spore syringe. Now, the difference between a spore syringe and a mycelium syringe is that the mycelium syringe, when you inject it into a grain bag or into a jar, is going to take off much sooner than a spore syringe because it's already started to grow. So now it just has to attach to the grain and take off. When you do a spore syringe, it has to come in contact with the grain and remain in contact with the grain long enough to realize that that grain is food and then start growing. So it's like the difference between a spore and a mycelium syringe is like a seed or a clone. When you have a clone, you shave off a couple of weeks because you don't have to wait for the seed to pop up and start growing and actually like become a plant. The clone's just ready to go. Same with a mycelium syringe. It's just ready to go.
Oh shit. Yep, I'm looking at fucking starting to put together a little area to grow some mushrooms at, some organics. Start looking into doing that. Come wintertime, it's too hot to do it right now. But come wintertime, I'm gonna start putting together something. Start growing out some organics.
Oh, absolutely. And that, is there a way to make mycorrhizae at home? Well, technically, yes, but you would be cultivating mycorrhizae. And that's the thing with a lot of natural farming things is you're not necessarily making anything. You're more cultivating and growing what's already there. So the way mycorrhizae is grown and sold to you in powder form is they grow plants they know mycorrhizae like. All right. And they grow those plants and they start seeing mycorrhizae nodules build up on the plant roots. All right. So over time, they realize these set of plants make more or attract, I should say, more mycorrhizae fungi. So they plant a big field of those and they just pull those plants and they harvest the mycorrhizae off the roots and then powder it and sell it to you. And now they're kind of at this point where they know the mycorrhizae strains that those plants like, and that the mycorrhizae likes those plants. So they just grow those in petri dishes now and then sell it to you. And the problem with that is that lab grown biology is completely different than field grown biology. Lab grown biology is grown in a constant 89 degree Fahrenheit area in a completely sterile environment with no change whatsoever to the temperature, humidity, or any of the variables. Biology that is grown out in the field is used to temperature change from the sun going up and the sun going down and then rain, and then it doesn't rain for a week. So these microbiologies are more tolerant and live longer because they've been trained by nature to live longer. Just like if you were to put a person in a bubble and treat them like they shouldn't touch any contaminant or this, that, the other thing, as soon as they exit that bubble, they're going to get sick. As soon as they exit the bubble, because their immune systems never come in contact with anything.
Come on now, y'all remember Bubble Boy?
So
That was a fucking awesome movie.
Hmm?
That was an awesome movie. Bubble Boy?
Yeah, it was a good movie. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. Back when he was in his young days. Shit. Hell yeah. All right, Brody. I got to get up out of here and help Miss B with these kids.
Yo, Stillman. Hell yeah, B. Thanks for popping by, having a little organic chat.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Make sure you guys check out it on YouTube. All these chats get posted on YouTube every week. So make sure you, if you missed any of it and you want to catch the beginning of it, make sure you check it out on YouTube.